A mighty city stands on an island fortress, Lanka. On one side stands Rama, the embodiment of Dharma. On the other, Ravana, powerful, learned and proud. This is not just a war of weapons. It is a war of right against ego. Could this battle have been avoided? Let's explore the final chapter of the Ramayana, the Yuddha Kāṇḍa, to find out. The war began because Ravana abducted Sita, believing that his immense power made him invincible. He was a brilliant scholar, a powerful king and a devoted follower of Shiva, yet his ego clouded his judgment. Rama, ever righteous, gave him many chances to avoid conflict. He sent Hanuman as a messenger, offering peace in exchange for Sita's safe return. He sent Kāṇḍa, the son of Vali, a final envoy to Ravana's court, pleading for reason to prevail. But Ravana, blinded by his pride and convinced of his own might, refused to listen. He saw the offers of peace not as a gesture of mercy, but as a sign of weakness. Faced with a stubborn refusal, what would you have done if you were in Ravana's shoes? Return Sita and seek forgiveness, or prepare for the inevitable war? Ravana chose war. And so the great war began. The Vanara army, a force united by their devotion to Rama and their commitment to Dharma, crossed the ocean on the incredible bridge known as Rama Setu. As they stormed the golden city of Lanka, the air filled with the sounds of war horns and the clash of steel. Great warriors from both sides met on the battlefield. The mighty Vanaras, Sugriva, the Monkey King, Naya and Nila, the brilliant engineers of the bridge, and the valiant Kāṇḍa, fought with incredible courage against Ravana's fierce Rakshasa generals. On one side, you had Ravana's army, armed with the powerful weapons and masters of illusion. On the other, Rama's army, united by a common purpose and guided by righteousness. Who do you think really had the advantage in this fight? As the battle raged on and many of these greatest warriors fell, Ravana grew desperate. He decided to awaken his most formidable weapon, his brother Kumbhakarna. A giant of unimaginable size and strength, Kumbhakarna was cursed to sleep for 6 months at a time. It took a monumental effort to wake him with drums, elephants and piercing sounds. When he finally awoke, he was told of the war. Kumbhakarna was wise. He knew his brother Ravana was in the wrong for abducting Sita. He advised him to return her and end the conflict. But when Ravana refused, Kumbhakarna faced a difficult choice. He chose loyalty to his brother and his kingdom over what he knew was right. Is loyalty still a virtue when the cause you are loyal to is unjust? Kumbhakarna fought with tremendous bravery, causing immense destruction in Rama's army. But he ultimately fell to Rama's divine weapons, a tragic end for a warrior torn between duty and dharma. With Lanka's defenses crumbling and Kumbhakarna defeated, Ravana's last hope was his own son Magnet, also known as Indrajit, because he has once defeated Indra, the king of gods. Magnet was a warrior of unparalleled skill. He was a master of illusion and celestial weapons, the astras. He could turn invisible, create phantom armies, and unleash devastating attacks that baffle even the greatest warriors. In a fierce battle, Indrajit used a purple Angagastra, a serpent weapon, to strike down Lakshmana, leaving him near death. The entire Vanara army fell into despair. What could possibly solve Lakshmana from such a powerful celestial weapon? Was it a powerful mantra, or was it something more tangible? It was a legendary Sanjivati herb. At this critical moment, Hanuman embarked on another incredible journey. He flew across the entire subcontinent to the Himalayas. Unable to identify the exact herb, he lifted the entire Sanjivani mountain and brought it back to the battlefield, saving not just Lakshmana's life, but the hope of the entire army. At last, with all his generals and sons defeated, Ravana himself rode out to face Rama. The final confrontation was here. The two greatest warriors of their time stood face to face. On one side, Ravana, in his magnificent chariot, a master of the Vedas, a brilliant mind, but a man utterly consumed by his pride. The other, Rama, calm, confused, and conquered by Dharma, riding a celestial chariot sent by the gods. The battle was epic, with celestial weapons shaking the very foundations of the earth. Ravana fought with incredible skill, but for every head of his that Rama cut off, a new one grew back. What do you think was Ravana's greatest weakness in this final duel? Was it a lack of power, or was it an excessive pride that blinded him to his own vulnerability? Finally, on the advice of Ravana's own brother Vibhishana, Rama aimed the divine Brahmasastra, the weapon of creation, at Ravana's heart. With one decisive strike, the war was over. Ravana fell, but Rama did not celebrate in hatred. He honored Ravana as a fallen king, and a great warrior instructed Vibhishana to perform his last rites with full dignity. The war was not about personal vengeance. It was a lesson for humanity. With Ravana gone, Lanka needed a new ruler. Vibhishana, who had chosen Dharma over his own brother and had sought refuge with Rama, was crowned the new king of Lanka. What was the one quality that made Vibhishana the right person to rule? His strength or his unwavering commitment to Dharma? His righteousness made him the perfect leader to guide Lanka into a new era of peace and justice. The battle for Lanka, the Yuddha Kāṇḍa, is more than just an epic war story. It's a profound teaching. It shows us the power, knowledge and wealth without righteousness and humility will ultimately lead to destruction. It teaches that Dharma, the path of righteousness, though often difficult and filled with challenges, will always prevail in the end. After the war, Rama, Sita and Lakshmana were finally reunited, their long exile over. As we close this chapter, what is the one lesson you will carry with you from the great battle for Lanka? Thank you for watching. If you found this story meaningful, please like, share and subscribe for more tales from ancient wisdom.